Hey guys, what's up? Um, Look, some probably don't know about me. It's a little bit off topic from my channel, but I'm a big hip hop fan, and I'm just really distraught about what's going on with the youth today and this music they listen to, this drill rap. I want to tell a story. This guy named Noah Scurry. He's from Philadelphia. He was a huge basketball star at his school, the all-star basketball star. That's all they talked about. He also had the highest SATs in his whole school. This kid was going somewhere, you know what I mean? So one morning when he's walking out to his car with his mother, two guys get out of a stolen white Jeep and they 17 times. You know what I mean? Laying on the ground, mama crying for him, all that. And it's just a travesty. And it is. It's horrible. It's horrible. Can't imagine the mother. But, and it comes out, everybody's like, why? Well, it comes out a couple of days later, he had dropped the diss track. This guy had been living a completely double life, man. He was, I don't know if y'all know what catching hats are, catching bodies. He was out there on the street, saying he was up like, at least a couple. And he was on this diss track dissing these dead ops that they call the opposition, dissing these people that he'd killed. And it's all influenced by today's music, and I mean, I'm a big fan of hip hop, I love hip hop. I grew up on it, all the way, Biggie to 50 Cent, Eminem, all the way on up to, Jay-Z, Nas, all them, but they didn't ever sit there and sing about people they killed and stuff. It's like today, in today's music, they have to go out and kill somebody before they can get famous. This guy, YNW Melly, shot and killed his best friends just because they want to be rich and famous like that, It's getting to where they're literally selling their souls to the devil. And what's so crazy is nowadays we have social media and everything is online, There's all these famous hip-hop artists getting shot and killed, and then it's right there on YouTube, all of it. Watch all of it being killed, and it just makes me sad, because I like this music stuff. I don't want my favorite artists getting shot, all of them. And it's just crazy to me, And our youth right now, we just got to focus on our youth, because not just with the music and all that, just all of Gen Z, they have no respect. My daughter's part of Gen Z, and I'll tell you, she's a hateful little brat. I raise her right. I don't let her listen to none of that, and it's just this whole generation. I don't know, man. I'm a millennial, and we always got the grunt of it. My stepdad's always, the millennials, but, my God, even if you're working a normal job, you still can't afford your own place. You have to have roommates and things, and not to mention the price of food, and God, it's just really hard, and I think it's going to get even harder for Gen Z, especially when they're all going to college. They're racking up this debt to go to college, and all they're getting are these stupid degrees that are not going to get them a job at all. Start with, everybody's trying to go into computers, but there's no more jobs in computers right now. And also they're getting these like gender studies and all that crap. What are you going to do with that degree? All you've done is go to college for 4 years, waste your life on this brainwashing bullcrap, and now you're $150,000 in debt with a degree in gender studies and ancient Hebrew literature. I don't know, that ain't no good example, but you know what I mean. They're getting these crazy degrees that, I guess you could be a professor and turn around and teach it, but I just don't understand what they're going to do with these degrees. I'm worried about it, because my daughter is Gen Z, and they're all so desensitized to things. I remember when I was her age, the internet just came out. We had that dial-up. You could look up one thing a day because it would take the rest of the day for it to load. Forget watching a video. But there used to be this thing called rotten.com, and they would show these pictures of dead bodies. It was crazy, and it just haunted me, and I couldn't stand it. But nowadays, you see them on TV. There's, like I said, all these famous rappers being took out right there online. You can watch the video. That Noah Scurry kid, there's a video of him laying there in the street, blood coming out of his mouth, his mama laying over him screaming and squalling. kids today are desensitized, man. The internet, that's what it all comes down to, because Gen Z will be like the first generation that don't know what it was like before the internet. This is their world, and they are completely dependent upon it. If like they wouldn't have to drop a nuclear bomb on America or nothing. They could just drop an EMP, take out all the electrical stuff, and that'd be the end of it. Because none of these kids know how to. I don't know, half of them know how to cook. My daughter don't. She's 13, I promise you. And she's such a picky eater, she won't eat hardly nothing. So, yeah, she'd probably starve to death. It's just crazy, though, that, the social media these days, what it shows these kids, what they have access to. There was a little girl my daughter hung out with that was sitting there. I heard them talking one day. They didn't know I was listening, but they were talking about sex toys and shit. And I busted in there, and I was, you're not allowed to hang out with her no more, Layla. Layla's my daughter. And it's just crazy, the craziness that these kids, my daughter was 12 years old, and this other kid was 12, explaining to her some toys I didn't even know existed, And I used to live a pretty wild existence, I'm a recovering addict, I've said many times, and I've traveled all over the United States, following bands around. I've done a lot of stuff, and still they top it, it's crazy. I'm just worried about the youth today, and I guess this rant's went on a little bit longer than I intended, but like I said, I have a daughter. She's part of Gen Z, and this is all her generation, and I just don't know how we're going to feel comfortable leaving our country in the hands of these, well, they'll be adults by then, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, sorry I kept you guys long. If you've lasted this long on my video, thank you. It means a lot. Please like and subscribe, and let's pray for these kids, man. Let's pray for these kids. Because we got to get the kids out of the street. We got to. Well, God bless y'all. God bless America. Hope y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.